Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zakk.
And we're back with another episode of the great Gravityfalls. Last episode was, I feel like I say this a lot. It was one of my favorite episodes.
It was Double Dipper.
But this and the convenience store one, the inconveniencing, those two might be my favorite.
They definitely probably some of the better ones so far.
Mm-hmm. So Grunkle Stan hosted this little dance to shyster some youngsters out of their money.
Yep.
And the occasional bum or two snuck in. We got to meet, what is her name? The popular snobby chick.
Pacifica Northwest.
Pacifica Northwest, which is a snobby ass name.
Yes, it is.
That part where she snaps her fingers, they go backwards.
Yeah.
We were dealing with, on Mabel's side, her just trying to make friends. Dealing with, like, a popular snobby girl, Pacifica. And, like, we get to see kind of, like, what a bad friend is, what a good friend is, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Pacifica was kind of this tyrannical friend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on Dipper's side, he was, once again, trying to impress Wendy.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
you have the whole scenario where the girl you got the big crush on, trying to ask her to dance, everything building up to that. He thought that he can clone himself to perpetuate his plan, and he ended up only getting in his own way.
No, it was hilarious. It reminds me of this Boy Meets World episode where Sean has to be in two places at once. We see that a lot, but I've never seen someone clone themselves to do it.
Yeah.
Except in the Prestige.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, it was great. Yeah, Prestige is very dark. This is very lighthearted.
A little darker in the.
There's so many lighthearted moments where, you know, when all the Dippers are like running around in his room planning.
Yeah. My favorite was definitely probably Paper Jam Dipper.
Yeah.
You're trying to feed him crackers. You couldn't eat them.
Yeah, no, it was great. And then number 2 Dipper in the end, he was drinking that soda and he burned to death from the inside out.
And number 7, that's not me, guys. That's not me.
Yeah. Oh, hi, friends. You know, it was just so funny. They called him
Dipper Prime.
Dipper Prime, and they also said Dipper Classic.
Yeah, Dipper Classic. That's it.
No, it was just funny. It was a funny episode, and it was imparting some good, wise words to children. Loved it, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Come on, what's with all this traffic? Why is it all...
No! Not today! We're trapped! No! Look at the town.
Dirty glass, we got dirty glass, dirty glass.
Oh.
Every year these yahoos dress up like idiots to celebrate the day Gravity Falls was founded. I will break you, little man!
In Gravity Falls, it used to be legal to marry woodpeckers.
Oh, it's still legal. Very legal.
Just remember, if you come back to the shack talking like these people, you're dead to me! Dead to me!
Ring, 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 ring!
He sure loves his bell.
You all know me, great-great-granddaughter of town founder Nathaniel Northwest. I'm also very rich.
Isn't that girl kind of like your arch enemy?
Mabel.
Yeah, let's get this pie. USA!
USA! USA! USA!
I'm sorry to break it to you. Tiger Day is for... Are you always this silly?
Hey, I can be serious.
You do have... Now, who wants to hear more about me?
Fucking bitch, man. That's the worst, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Come on, Steve, you're a mechanic for Pete's sake.
Cut me some slack.
Slack? I am unfamiliar with this bold
New expression.
Oh, come on!
Hey!
Hey! Pioneer Day!
You love that sweater.
I did before Pacifica ruined it for me.
She ruined everything.
I feel like I read something about Pacifica's great-great-grandfather before. Pacifica's whole family is a fraud.
We've got a code sepia. Maintaining this cover-up is the mission we've been training for our entire careers.
So let's eat some books, children.
Lighting the parchment on fire will reveal the secret message. Mabel!
Whoop! Ugh, I just did something silly again.
What?
We're in.
It
Hey.
It's not abstract, it's upside down. Ow.
I'm all out of pink balloons.
Why did we even come?
Officer Blood. Those kids will never get past us. Hey, wait!
Say that the Northwest family is the best family.
I did that with my mouth.
Tranquilizer darts! Nathaniel Northwest was, in fact, a fraud. The true founder of Gravity Falls was Sir Lord Quentin Tremblay III, Esquire.
Tremblay's a matter of national security.
Myself will be shot as soon as the filming is complete. America's silliest president, and issued the Depancipation Proclamation.
Whoa!
A fool thought he could live forever by encasing himself in a block of solid peanut brittle. Smooth move, Mr. President. Finding Tremblay's body was our special mission. You ain't coming back, by the way.
What?
Right rope for friendship bracelets.
You're alive! But how? Your silliness solved a code that serious cops couldn't crack in 100 years.
I have the president's key, which can open any lock in America. Wood, my age-old enemy.
Almost there. Good. Keep pushing.
I'm not sure this is working.
Trust.
Because he married a bird?
Didn't fit through the hole.
Do you really want to lock us all up?
Our orders come from the very top.
Did you ever sign an official resignation?
No, sir.
You're still legally the president of the United States.
I'd like to make you an official U.S. congressman. I'd like you to have my president's key.
I uncovered a government conspiracy about the 8.5 president of the United States.
Put up your dukes, you bald fiend.
Well, turns out you can hibernate in peanut brittle and
You really are a sad, dumb little girl. Nice top hat, by the way.
Good one, daughter.
Oh, I see your car.
I've got nothing to prove. I've learned that being silly is awesome.
Nathaniel Northwest didn't found Gravity Falls, and your whole family is a sham.
I don't know if that would bother me that much.
Well, she still will be rich.
Yeah.
It works.
Esteemed gentlemen of the United States Supreme Court.
Guys, welcome back. That was our reaction to Season 1, Episode 8 of Gravity Falls.
Irrational Treasure.
Yeah, so more mythology, more world building.
More history. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why yet who the founder really was and why it's a huge secret coming straight from the top. Besides the fact that Quentin Tremblay is kind of a moron.
Yeah.
There's got to be some other reason tied to why this place is the way it is.
Yeah, well, absolutely, as far as the abnormality
Yeah.
is concerned.
And the two, police officers, they got
Sheriff Blubbs and,
they got government, they got orders from the top. It's almost like they had to be guys from DC planted here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously not.
Yeah.
If anybody's paying attention.
Yeah, yeah. So, but for them to have that huge secret, you know what I mean?
Well, be trusted with it. Their job was to find out the location of his remains, which they were after Mabel and Dipper had found him.
Yeah. So Pioneer Day.
They circled the wagons. Oh, come on.
Is there any? Did you ever have to participate in anything like that in school growing up?
No, you take field trips down to the Campus Martius Museum and the Buell Island, which is actually named after a local Civil War general.
Okay.
Don Carlos Buell. So he was from around Lowell.
Oh.
And the island was named after him.
Okay, yes, I see his sign there. I live like a minute away from there.
He actually was pretty instrumental in the strategy that ended up winning the war, too. So
that's kind of badass. It's a nice island.
But he didn't get to participate in it, though. I think he got demoted or something.
Really?
Yeah. What were your thoughts on Pioneer Day? Stan's experience?
Well, Stan hated it. Because I don't know if... I'm not sure.
For instance, he gets his car hung up. Can't get out, and the mechanic is walking by right there.
Yeah, he could
He's trying to talk to him, and the guy's playing the fucking part.
Yeah, he doesn't really suffer the role play aspect of it.
No, he don't.
Where he can't speak the way he's used to speaking. He can't get help from modern problems. You know what I mean?
Come on, Steve, give me a break.
You're a mechanic. Yeah. Dude, that was funny. Well, you know what's interesting is Steve had a fucking crowbar.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah.
There's a few...
Well, it's almost like it's so taboo that you can't break character.
I mean, there are
if you do, will you go into the stocks?
Well, there are a few inconsistencies throughout this series that cartoons maybe just can't avoid. Well, for instance, Tremblay busts out of the peanut brittle and he knows exactly what Mabel had done and how she found out about him. Things of that nature, which just fast tracks the story.
Well, maybe it's because
he can gaps.
Like he can hear everything that's going on, and it kind of enters the subconscious.
There's fucking peanut brittle in there, man. I don't.
Yeah, to me, I think it's a bigger inconsistency. There's two cops. They don't participate in Pioneer Day because they don't dress like constables. Constables on patrol.
Constantinobles.
Constables on patrol. I mean,
constables.
Yeah.
No, I mean you're right. There's more, but I can't think of any.
Yeah, that bothered me more than the peanut butter. Like having known her name, honestly.
What'd you think of Mabel chanting USA and the dude?
Oh, dude, that was funny.
USA, USA.
You know, it's funny. Like America is great for so many reasons. You know what I mean? And it's really fashionable to hate America. And it's almost like if you love America, then you're kind of put into this ideological group where they think they know your beliefs and your morals and what you would vote for and things like that.
Well, the ironic thing is that you live here, you think you have a right to bitch about it, but the people that really have the right to bitch about it are the ones overseas in the Middle East and shit like that, whose entire world's getting fucked up by U.S. geopolitical strategy.
Some interesting things from 1863. It was legal and still is technically to be able to marry a woodpecker.
Yeah, and that dude with the woodpecker wife shows up later and she's still around.
Really?
So the marriage lasts, at least through this series.
Okay. So. In Pacifica, her world just got rocked. But like I said, it's kind of like Christopher Columbus. Like he didn't discover America. There are people here.
Yeah.
And he might not have been the first European. Well, he definitely wasn't when you count the Vikings.
They didn't make a lasting impression.
Yeah, they didn't. Like Christopher Columbus is a reason that why we have Western culture here. We're living on top of an apocalypse right now of millions of people and millions of bloodshed.
We are.
Yeah, it's just
But it's all because we're separated from the world.
Yeah.
From the old world.
Yeah.
The top hat, the little folding top hat, the collapsible one.
Yeah.
My grandpa had one of them.
Really? And I don't think I ever saw it.
It was in a box or something there in the house, and I found it. I wore it down to your house one time.
What was this?
I don't know. It was back when we were young. And but I think he had it from my cousin's wedding, one of the Mike's daughters.
Okay.
He was Greek.
Yeah.
So he's the half Greek cousins. Well, he went up there to run the horse carriage for them.
Where?
In Chicago.
I can't imagine your grandpa.
He wasn't going to go. My grandma made him.
What was this?
This is way back.
Before you were born, or?
Nah, I think it was after I was born, but it's when I was really young.
Okay. I can't imagine him leaving the farm.
No, not to go, especially to Chicago.
Yeah, I just can't imagine. Did he drive?
He must have. He got there.
It's weird to think
I doubt
about.
he flew. So
I can't imagine my dad leaving to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But he went to Vietnam. He went to Japan.
You think they're just a staple? They've always been there.
Yeah.
So part of the earth.
Because he doesn't want to go anywhere. Like my sister wanted him to come to the house and help doing some remodel stuff. He's like, how about next year? Like I'm like, next year? This was a couple years ago. I don't think he's gone. So
he just puts it off indefinitely.
Well, like for him, like to travel that far, he has to like absolutely emotionally prepare himself.
Probably. My dad drives and travels a lot, but he don't like it. He don't like the beach.
Yeah.
He's gone down there for my stepmom.
He's like the beach?
Down there. Yeah, he didn't like it. There's nothing there. What do you do at the beach? No trees. He fucking hates it. Well, I like to go down there and get drunk. But I get drunk here too. So.
Yeah, beach is cool.
You get there, you get the ambience, I guess, and good-looking women, and
depending on beach. You go to Miami, you go to Myrtle.
Well, it's true.
There's some good-looking women in Myrtle.
There's good-looking women everywhere. But I guess it's just a matter of the amount of good-looking women. So
now, what is the whitest, sandiest beach you've ever been to? Clear waters.
That's probably the Gulf.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to Cancun and I went to Fiji. Fiji was like a movie. It was an island paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Just beautiful jungle, peninsula, the whitest sand, and like, okay, so when I was there, in the morning before the tide comes, the water like is to your knee for like a mile. Mm-hmm. And then when the tide comes, It's like anywhere from your knee to over your head, but not that far over your head. And for like a mile, it's like clear.
Yeah.
It's like much clearer than Ohio clear. You know what I mean? It's just in like white, sandy ass sand. And it was just the craziest things. And all these little kids are running around on horses. Yeah. It was really good to see Gideon again as well.
Yeah, when we were first getting into the episode, I remember that he comes back.
Yeah. So we have Dipper's rival for sure is Gideon, and Mabel's rival for sure is Pacifica.
Yeah.
But
her rivalry with Pacifica don't get near as intense as the rivalry with Gideon.
Yeah, because Gideon seems like an evil little bastard.
Yeah, he's definitely more.
Pacifica is just like,
rich, stuck up, and
entitled. Pretty much, yeah. And Mabel doesn't really seem to care about the rivalry.
No, I mean, it gets to her sometimes when she's being run down.
I felt real bad when she was poking fun of her like that, dude. Like
embarrassing her in front of everybody.
That's some shit, man.
Yeah, but towards the end...
Although today when that guy came by, he was walking by in front of your house with a goofy-looking cardigan.
Yeah.
I almost went, hey, nice cardigan, buddy. But I realized that, like, I didn't want, I just don't want my kid and your youngest to be like, oh, that's what people do. Well, I definitely would have done it if it was just me and you.
Yeah, well, they're definitely a pair.
Yeah, they were. They were fucking waddling their asses up past the house. Oh, man, I'm mean. I'm sorry.
The last episode was more kind of focused on Dipper and his struggles, you might say. But this episode was more focused on Mabel.
Mabel, yeah, and her struggles. And also her trying to, like, shed off...
Who she is.
Well, because she had a bunch of insecurity kind of injected into her from Pacifica. Mm-hmm. So... she's trying to prove herself. Like Dipper's, I think, frequently kind of shown to be like the more intelligent one.
Yeah.
So it's called Irrational Treasure. It kind of made me think of National Treasure.
Yeah.
And they obviously they were doing the same type of, fast-paced, finding the clues.
Yeah, the historical artifacts.
Yeah, and that's all from Indiana Jones for the most part.
They're going back.
So, like, do you have like a favorite? I can't think of too many. Like, of those type of movies?
Treasure hunts, and adventure stories.
I think Indiana Jones kind of takes the cake. Yeah, it does. But National Treasure 1 and 2 are very good.
National Treasure is great. I mean, Sean Bean's in the first one.
Yeah.
He was the villain.
Ed Harris in the second one.
And Ed Harris, yeah. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess it'd be Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders is good. For me, it had to be the third one. Sean Connery.
The third one definitely had a lot more of the Flash.
The third one was like the first. The second one was, I mean...
It was the odd man out, definitely.
Well, that's the reason why we have a PG-13 rating now. It's because of the second one.
Okay.
People thought it was fucking crazy. Why the hell this is for kids? Malachi was watching it. He's like, man, it's a lot darker. And it's very good. Like, actually, the first one, Malachi thought was a little boring. And then the second one, he loved. And the third one, he loved. Even though the first one... the third one is more like the first. He loved the third one the most.
I don't know why. I remember seeing the third one more when I was younger.
Yeah.
But the first one just was seared in there. I don't know why. It's just kind of my favorite if I had to pick one.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just because both of them, the first and the third, have Nazis and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they're always the kind of the go-to villain. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. The first one just sticks out. I don't know why. He's got the rival with Renee, the other archaeologist. And shit, so I don't know. Alfred Molina's in that too, briefly.
Very briefly. He's a cocksucker.
He's a shitty little man.
Adios. He throws the fucking rope down.
You've been down to Williamsburg, Virginia?
No.
I've been down there, and they got the little colonial square. The whole town is a historic town based off of it's one big fucking pioneer day. They have a stock set up there.
Yeah.
You can go up and look at it and put your head in and shit and see, kind of test them out, I guess you might say.
Did you do that?
I mean, I was around them, and I know that they probably would fucking suck, because you said it would suck to be in them.
Yeah, go if you're there for like a week.
Yeah, it would be fucking horrible.
Get rained on and shit?
You just hang there after a while.
What do you do when you have to take a shit or something?
I guess you shit yourself.
Jesus.
It's part of the,
because like,
the embarrassment.
When I've seen them before, like people throw like rotten fruit and stuff at you.
They may have. I don't know. People walking by, and depending on what you did, or if they knew you, if you're a good guy that just got fucked over like some people do around here, or if you're just
Seems so primitive now, doesn't it?
It does. Maybe if they did it, though, maybe people wouldn't do as much shit. You go to jail, you're just with the other guys that went to jail. And everyone's just sitting around going, hey, this is bullshit. Ain't
like, that's the thing. Like, prison is just like especially for gang members, it's like going to college.
Yeah, you're picking up on all the tricks and trades. You're passing along information.
Prison doesn't reform people very well.
No, it don't. I can see that.
For me, I feel like...
I came out of there thinking, man, I gotta get this fucker back someday. So, I mean...
I guess like, for me, I guess there's very harsh punishments for things. Mm-hmm. I can imagine it would deter people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But then again, at the same time, I don't know, because we couldn't go back to the Dark Ages and start doing that stuff now. Because it would be very bad, it wouldn't work, and this whole generation would be fucked.
But when I was down there in Williamsburg and they were doing the whole Pioneer Day thing that they do all the time.
Yeah.
But it was funny because I never saw anyone dressed up like a Native American.
Okay.
Once. Never. When I was in there. I didn't expect it. I was expecting the people dressed up like colonial people.
I have here quite a bit, yeah.
Okay, well, the colonial people, they're all dressed up. I was just walking around. They were imitating the Revolutionary War and the build up to that.
Yeah.
And the people talking in the streets about activities and all that shit, redcoats.
Mm-hmm.
Well... Some fucking guy just came walking up in this Native American get up, and he had his loincloth thing on. His fucking hams are hanging out and shit, and he's just got paint on, and he just walks up and leans on this post and just watching this speech going on. It was the coolest thing to see.
I was wondering what you were going to say. Well, part of you thinking, like...
He was the coolest guy there.
Yeah.
All these other people were wearing these fucking knee-high looking... The big long socks and shit. They're kind of goofy.
Yeah.
And this fucker walks up in his war get up and he's got shit hanging off of him and war paint all over him. And...
What makes you imagine like when the Europeans got here, what that was like? You know what I mean?
I thought in my position today, I thought it was pretty cool. He was definitely the coolest guy there, and he didn't do anything. He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
He just stood there and kind of shook his head. He's smoking this pipe, and he's just watching it all go down.
And he was okay. So he was a Native American who was just
in the town.
Yeah,
he's just wandering through.
Well, I was gonna say, like, was he there as like a form of protest?
No, see, there was a guy there giving a speech.
Like he was like, you see all these like European pilgrims, and then he comes in his Native American outfit.
No. He was part of the thing.
Okay.
And he just walked up and he was just acting like a Native American might, where this is all fucking stupid.
Yeah.
He just walks up and the guy shakes his head and walked off.
So he was role playing that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
It was. And he was, like I said, that was the coolest thing. One of the coolest things I saw there was that man.
You know, you look at some of these journal entries of Europeans, when they came over here, they said all these guys are like tall, ripped Adonises. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like beautiful people. And then, of course, the Native Americans, their accounts are the opposite. But one thing I will say is, like, besides the fact that they just spent months getting over here, they're all starved and smelly. Like, you know what I mean? Mm. So that probably
factored in.
Yeah, I'm sure that factored into like the first impressions being really bad. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I also feel like that key is going to come back in a big way.
I ain't gonna say shit.
Okay, so I think the key's going to come back in a big way. I don't think we've seen the last of the 8.5 president of the United States, Quentin Tremblay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and I'm trying to think what else. Like, it's weird because there wasn't a lot of laugh out loud moments, but I was like really into the treasure hunt.
Yeah, man, there was a lot of ridiculous shit, but I think the funniest parts were mostly with
the
Stan.
American. Oh, I was thinking of that guy, American.
The USA guy. Yeah.
Okay,
so he comes back later. He's still around town.
I love seeing reoccurring characters.
It's a pretty small community, so you get a lot of the recurring characters.
Yeah, I don't have too much else. I mean, now I just keep thinking of like pioneer days, like growing up in this area, southeast Ohio, in Marietta, Ohio specifically. There's a lot of mounds here from the Native Americans that were here before us. We leveled a lot of them like in the early days, but now there's a bunch preserved. Actually, there's one right across the street from us, Turtle Mound.
We have the most Revolutionary War officers buried in this town than anywhere else in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, because they were all granted land in payment for their service in the war.
Yeah.
Which is all in the Northwest Territory.
Okay.
And the Ohio and all that shit.
Yeah.
Ohio Territory. So yeah, all the Rufus Putnam was a Revolutionary War officer.
I think his house.
It's still here.
Yeah, it's
Putnam house.
It's right across the street from the river. right?
Yeah,
along
it's right along Putnam Street Bridge.
Yeah. Oh man, this we're getting to all this other stuff here. I don't have too much else to say about this episode. Yeah, I'm loving the world building so far. I'm pretty interested to see what's next. I want to see how this all comes together. What is it about this town? What is this conspiracy? How does it come from the very top? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What's so special about this place? I mean, that's what's, to me, like I can imagine it, okay, there's something magical here, but the fact that there's a government conspiracy and cover up makes it even cooler to me.
Well, definitely what makes the place weird is the driving force to what has developed in our story and the characters and the Pines family being there in general.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I thought they were going to say was when we saw the one who first settled the town, I thought it was going to be a descendant of Mabel and Dipper.
Oh, they're going to turn it around.
Well, I thought it was like, it was ours. You know, that's what I thought. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was
just some jackass.
Some crazy guy. Yeah. And it turns out that Pacifica's great-great-grandpa was a jackass, too.
What's what I'm saying? That's who I thought you were talking about. Who the fuck were you talking about?
Quentin Tremblay.
Oh, well, yeah, he's a jackass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different kind. Yeah. Because Nathaniel Northwest was, he was the village idiot. Mm-hmm. You know, just fucking digging shit out of stalls for a living.
Yeah.
So.
Guys, I don't got too much else to say. I think that's it.
Yeah, everybody covers it.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction and our breakdown of Gravity Falls, Season 1, Episode 7. If you like us and you want to support us, just like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below and keep this party going, baby.
Sounds good.
Okay, that's it. Got it.